Avenger.
The road to crime ends in a trap that justice sets. Crime does not pay. I'll open the door and you can take care of the introduction.
Hi, Clary.
That's me. Name her in the out of this booth. No
Police,
passengers can come.
Clary.
Police?
Yes, I'm Inspector White, and this is Jim Brandon. We're riding with you on this trip.
Oh, I get it. You're after the ghost.
That's right.
Did you ever see the ghost, Larry?
No, I never did. It's very little stock I put in the story they tell of it.
Well, 3 motormen on this line swear they saw it, and their stories checked on the place where it appeared.
Oh, I didn't know it appeared in the same place all the time.
Well, it did, approximately anyway. This particular run is 5 minutes between stops. Each of those men claims he was 2.5 minutes out when he saw the ghost. They say it's right around the spot where that track walker was killed 2 weeks ago.
Larry, what's that red light just ahead there?
Yeah, it's a track inspector, most likely. Yeah, he's swinging his lantern. That's the signal they use to show they're off the track.
It's almost time, Inspector. Keep your eye peeled for the ghost.
You know, I always figured I was as superstitious as the next man. But this subway ghost business is a little too thick for me to swallow.
Larry, there's a man in the middle of the track. Stop!
I'm going to run him down. I can't stop and turn.
Now you hit him.
Come on. Watch out for that third rail, or you won't go far.
He should have landed right along here. Flash the lights around.
Well, I'll take this side, Larry. You go with Jim.
Okay.
He must be under the train.
Not under this first car.
Come on. We'll work our way back. He's got to be here someplace.
There's no sign of him on this side of the track, Jim.
What could have happened to that man?
Well, one thing is certain, he's not here.
But the train ran over him. We saw that with our own eyes.
There's no use holding the train up any longer.
What do you make of it, Jim?
Well, Inspector, my guess is that we've had our first encounter with the subway ghost.
Well, whatever it was, it certainly disappeared into thin air.
Okay, Larry. Close the door and let's get going.
I'm glad all 3 of us saw it. I swear I wouldn't trust my own eyes if I'd been by myself.
We're up against something here, Jim. I don't happen to believe in ghosts.
I don't either, Inspector, but this one promises to be rather difficult to explain. That ghost couldn't have been anything with dimension because there was no place for it to hide and no time for it to run away.
Well, what are we going to do?
We'll get off at the next stop. Now that we've seen the ghost, we'll have to figure out some way to trap him.
This is a fine mess, Jim. While you and I spend the afternoon in the subway chasing after our ghost, the biggest bank in town is robbed.
That's tough luck, Inspector, but the commissioner himself assigned you to investigate that subway affair.
Well, ghost or no ghost, I'm not wasting any more time in the subway. I'm going to work on this bank job.
Oh, leaving me flat, huh?
No, I want you to help me out on this bank robbery, Jim. It's a slick professional job, and we've got to get those 2 men who pulled it.
Well, I think I'll leave that to you, Inspector. I'm going to stick with the ghost for a while at least.
Oh, that can wait, Jim, but this robbery...
Those bank robbers will be duck soup for you, Inspector. Regular routine stuff. You won't need me on that. But this ghost...
So you would walk out on me just to satisfy your curiosity about some silly trick that somebody's playing in the subway.
Now, Inspector, there's no reason to lose your temper. We just have different opinions about the importance of the...
Don't bother me anymore about that ghost. I've got more important things to think about.
All right. I'll send in my report when I close the case.
Ghost. Jim Brandon, you prove you're no friend of mine. Now get out of here and let me work.
So you and the inspector parted company, Jim.
Only temporarily, friend. You know how hot-headed the inspector is.
Well, what about this ghost, Jim? What could be the motive for a thing like that?
That's the thing that fascinates me, friend. There isn't any obvious motive in disrupting a city-controlled subway. Nothing in a material way can be gained from it.
You don't think it could be someone's idea of a prank?
No.
Well, where do we begin?
First, I've got to dig up some facts that might lead to a motive. I think I'll call on Lester Stevens. He's the controller in charge of that subway line. Maybe he can give me a few leads.
Yes, Mr. Brandon, all told, that ghost has appeared 4 times. And I don't mind telling you it's playing havoc with our schedule as well as my nervous system. It's about time the police department got some action on this.
You can depend on that, Mr. Stevens, if your office will cooperate with us.
Oh, we'll do everything we can. Now, look here, Brandon, I'm going to be frank with you. Here in this drawer is something we've managed to keep from the newspaper so far. Take a look at that stack of papers.
Well, what are they?
Lawsuits, 20 of them, ranging from $50 to $3,000. People claiming they were injured by the sudden stops of the train due to the appearance of the ghost.
Oh, amazing. And just possibly a motive.
No, I don't think so, Brandon. We've had our investigators working on this, and they've discovered that more than half of these claims were put in by professional insurance collectors.
Oh, I see. However, I wish you'd keep me posted on all damage claims you receive. We just might run into an angle there.
I'll do that.
Now, on the other hand, this may be an inside job. Motive unknown.
I'm certain we can discount that. Now, that sort of thing carries a heavy
If
penalty.
we're ever going to get to the bottom of this subway ghost, we can't afford to discount anything. Now, Mr. Stevens, we could test that possibility in short order if you'll arrange to change the train schedule every day. And,
Mr. Brandon, you're asking the impossible. I have no authority to do a thing like that.
then I'll have to ask the mayor to give you the authority, Mr. Stevens. This city can't afford to pay off in lawsuits because of a ghost.
Well, Jim, it looks as if your 3-day war with the inspector is over. He called while you were out.
Oh, what did he want, Fern?
Help. This sudden crime wave has him completely stumped.
According to the newspapers and radio, there's been a major robbery every day this week.
You've been so engrossed in your ghost, I wondered if you realized that.
Well, that ghost has appeared 9 times now to various motormen.
But, Jim, I really think you should forget the ghost for the time being and give these robberies a little consideration.
You're right, Fern.
Oh, I've saved all the newspapers for you. They'll bring you up to date on the details of what's been happening.
Good girl. Now, before I call the inspector back, we'll just run through those papers.
Daring jewel holdup next sees $50,000 worth of gems. 2 men dressed as workmen staged dramatic robbery in a midtown building.
Armored truck robbed in Midtown. An armored truck carrying the pay envelopes of $2,000.
$35,000 taken in second bank robbery. 2 men believed to be the same thieves who robbed the Huntington Street bank 2 days ago.
Civil authorities appeal for more police, unable to cope with the rising tide of the Midtown.
Now, Jim, I hope you didn't get me up here just to show me a bunch of city maps and charts.
Now, take it easy, Inspector, and let me explain.
Well, okay.
Between these 2 points I have marked in blue pencil on the map here, the subway ghost has appeared 9 times.
Oh, listen here, Jim. How many times do I have to tell you I don't give a hang about that ghost? You're going to keep harping on that instead of trying to help me with these robberies.
That's what I'm trying to do, Inspector. There's a definite connection between the ghost and the robbery.
Oh, there's a connection between them? How?
The ghost has always appeared to motormen going north in this particular spot. Now, take a good look at the map. Here. I've marked the places where robberies have occurred in red. noticed that all the robberies were in the immediate vicinity of the ghost.
Oh, Jim, are you trying to tell me the ghost committed the robbery?
Not quite. The ghost has appeared 9 times, and there have been 4 robberies. Now, here's a time schedule of the robberies, and one of the appearances of the ghost. These show some rather interesting coincidences, don't you think?
Yeah. The ghost appeared in the subway almost immediately after each robbery, but Jim, what about those other appearances? What were they for?
Oh, just to cover up. If the ghost had appeared only at the times when the robberies happened, the connection between them might have been suspected earlier.
Your theory is that the thieves used the subway to make their getaway.
Exactly.
Well, now we're getting someplace. That could account for the fantastic disappearance of the robbers. But how did they get down there?
That'll entail a little more field work, Inspector, but there's another piece of information here that you've overlooked.
Yeah? What?
Although every motorman on that line saw the ghost at one time or another, one particular motorman was always on duty when a robbery was pulled.
You're right, Jim. It was Mike Leary.
That narrows down our field, Inspector.
Sure does. All we have to do is tail Leary every minute, and we can solve this case.
Come on, Inspector. It's time for us to take another subway ride. According to this schedule, Mike Leary begins his run in 5 minutes.
It's you, Inspector. Yeah, Brian and I are going to take a ride with you for a while.
Here, you've seen the ghost quite a few times lately, Leary.
That's right, Mr. Brandon. I don't mind telling you, I'm getting fed up with that ghost.
So are a lot of other people.
And I told Mr. Stevens this morning, if I see it again, I'm going to quit.
Well, I can't say that I blame you.
Hey, there's that track inspector again.
He's waving his lantern to you, Leary.
Sure, like I told you the last time. The track walkers always signal us that way.
Now, do you know who this particular man is?
No, why should I?
This is the place, Inspector.
Okay, Larry, stop the train.
I can't do that.
Stop it, I said. Quick, police orders.
All right, but I won't be responsible.
Now, we're getting out of here. This time we're going to investigate that ghost before it appears. Come on, you too, Larry.
I'm coming.
Now, the place where the ghost walks is just ahead there, Inspector.
Well, come on, let's see if we can find anything. We've got 5 minutes before the next express is due on this track.
Ah, say, did you just feel something throw me hit your face, Inspector?
What was that?
Oh, a flash of light above us.
It's only cobwebs, Jim. They're hanging down from that big girder up there.
That's mighty strange. Cobwebs.
Listen here, I can't hold this train up any longer. Police or no police, I got to...
Somebody shot Leary.
There goes a man, Jim. He's crossing the track.
That train, then. I'll go after him. Take care of Leary, Inspector.
Careful, Jim. A local's coming on that little track. Hey, Jim. Jim, did you get him?
No. Must have taken a long chance and hopped aboard that local. I lost him completely. How's Leary?
Find the nearest emergency phone, Jim. Leary's dead.
Now, back to the Avenger and the Subway Ghost.
They've agreed to hold up the trains on this line for 10 minutes, Inspector. We'll have to work fast.
Well, the sooner we solve the mystery of this ghost, Jim, the sooner we'll know where we stand with those robbers.
Oh, here's the place where the cobwebs hit us on the tape. A few short wisps are still clinging to the girder, but of course the first